Hello everyone. As you can probably tell, I like big boxes, meaning PC game big boxes above all. As you can tell, I got quite a collection, and sometimes, just sometimes, you can find local hauls, which is what this video is about. It's getting harder and harder to collect these boxes since a lot of them are just being thrown out by people who don't really care about them or know what they're worth. Not necessarily the money-wise, but of course a lot of nostalgia. There's something special about holding a big box with all the goodies that came inside, often a nice manual to look through and everything. So anyway, I always scour local marketplaces, your Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, all that good stuff. And sometimes, just sometimes, you can find some pretty nice hauls of people just getting rid of stuff that they don't care that much about anymore. So in this case, I found a little old lady who was getting rid of a lot of big boxes that she didn't need anymore. No further ado, I have a big box of big box games. Sorry to disappoint everyone, does not contain a Airwise fryer, but I'm going to start going through these games and just kind of talk about what I know about them, and then maybe some people will be nostalgic about them, who knows. First off, we have what appears to be a Chronicles of Pern Dragon Riders. Never played this, never heard of it, so I'm excited to see what it's about. A lot of these games aren't in that good of a shape. This is one of the better ones, believe it or not. A lot of them clearly were stored in a basement, which is pretty common these days. People just kind of tuck them away and forget about them. So we'll see. The quality and condition will vary here, but put this one away for now. We'll go to the next one. And we have XCOM Enforcer. So the XCOM series, of course, is known mostly for its strategy roots with the XCOM UFO Defense and XCOM Terror from the Deep, etc., and recently revived with the new XCOM series. This is the Enforcer game, which is more of an action-oriented game, so a lot more explosions and running around and gunning, so I'm really excited to try this one out. So I actually saw ads for this, but never played it, so can't wait to check it out. Next one is MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries Titanium Edition. So the MechWarrior 2 series is probably pretty well known. It's you walk around in big mechs and shoot other mechs and things explode. That's about it. The Mercenaries has kind of a strategy element that you have to pay your pilots and everything. So I never played this one. I played MechWarrior 2, but never the Mercenaries edition. So again, excited to check this one out. Next we have probably a classic, Hitman Codename 47. Kind of a breakout hit when it came out, a stealth game and plotting your way to how to assassinate a target or accomplish a mission. I didn't get that far in this when it came out, so again, I'm excited to try this one out again. And this is one of the nicer condition boxes that's in this lot, so I'm not going to complain. It's in really nice shape. Of course, you can have big boxes without a lot of flight sims. This box isn't that good of a condition. Not bad. It's just F-22 Air Dominance Fighter, another flight sim. I have a few of these. I played quite a lot of flight sims when I was a kid. Not that into that much more anymore, but I'll give it a shot. Next we have another XCOM game. This is the XCOM Interceptor. Again, boxes in very nice condition. I will note, a lot of these boxes do have kind of an odor to them. I have a feeling the person who had them before was a smoker, or they were in the basement. It's kind of par for the course finding a lot of these old games. People just don't take that great care of them. It just usually can get them pretty cheap as a result, right? So anyway, XCOM Interceptor is a space flight sim game, shooting things down into space. Never played it when it came out. I had to see ads for it. I was more into the original XCOM series, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I heard really good things, so go to the next one. Digging a little deeper here now. MechWarrior 3, the next one in the MechWarrior saga. I have 4. I have 2. Came bundled with my Voodoo card, the first one. But this is MechWarrior 3, of course, a nice fold up. You can see the metallic sheen on the box and everything. It's really nice. This one is in really good shape. Pretty happy to have that one. So I played MechWarrior 2 as I mentioned. I played 4. Did not play 3, so can't wait to check it out. I'll probably live stream it sometime, who knows. Alright, we're going to dig a little deeper here now. Something that I've been looking for a long time. And don't worry, there are no Doom registered copies in there or something. There's no golden hulls in this box, so I don't want to disappoint anyone. But I am finding quite a lot of games that, I wanted. So this is Half-Life. I don't think I need to introduce this game. This is the Game of the Year edition. I actually did not have a box copy of Half-Life, so I'm pretty excited to have this one. I mean, it's Half-Life. You know what that is. If you follow games, you know what that is. And following right along with that is Half-Life Opposing Forces. And here's some of the boxes are starting to get a little worse shape. This one won't stick up here. I'll probably try and iron this box and see if I can get it back into shape. But this was the expansion pack, or follow-up to Half-Life, to let you play as one of the soldiers in the Black Mesa facility. So I never actually played it when it came out. So again, hate to repeat myself, but I'm excited to check it out. And next, one of my guilty pleasures lately is watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I never watched it when it was on, and lately I've been watching it on streaming services, and so when I saw this, I kind of had to grab it as well. This is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Fallen. Looks like an action RPG or something. I'm probably offending someone who is deeply into this game and the series. I haven't even gotten through the whole series yet, so but it's kind of timely because, yeah, I know all the characters, so it's going to be pretty cool to check this one out as well. Then we have a different format, Tribes, or Star Siege Tribe, which is kind of a follow-up to the Star Siege, which was a mech battling game. Tribes went more to the side of the gameplay with the soldiers flying around with jetpacks and everything. So played this a little bit in LAN, which is probably where this kind of game shines. So again, it's got a nice little fold up here. Those are always cool. Can't wait to check this one out, and I'll probably do a retro LAN to play this game, because yeah, this is a blast in multiplayer. Stacking them pretty high. Stacking them too high. Metal Gear Solid was apparently released for PC. I heard about it, but I certainly never played it. So we're gonna have to check that one out for sure. Of course, it's famous for being on the PlayStation. I mean, it's kind of where it got its popularity. But they did make a PC version, so we'll check it out on a live stream sometime and see how it stacks up. Now we are going to get into a game that I had wanted for a long time. When I saw this, I was pretty darn excited. This is Oni. Someone can correct me how to pronounce that. It's a anime-inspired action shooter game where you're doing martial arts move and shooting at the same time. I played a demo to death, loved it, so I can't wait to check this whole game out and actually play it. Unfortunately, this box is pretty bit clean. There's only the game in here, so a little quick backstory. The lady I got these from, a lot of the manuals have been separated from the boxes, so I tried to rummage through what she had, but I couldn't find a lot of the manuals, unfortunately. So this one is without a manual, so I'll try and complete it at a later time. But the box is in really good shape, so I'm actually really happy about that. Even though it's not complete, even though I tend to collect most of my games to try and get as complete as possible. This one's missing a little bit of pieces. It's all right. I'll deal with it. So just having the game is pretty awesome. And another one I was really excited to get was Star Trek Elite Force, or Voyager Elite Force. I played this one several times, not all the way through, and I read the box, so this one is pretty cool to have. And this one is complete, the best I can tell. It's the Collector's Edition, which I believe just has a sleeve over the regular box. It's actually not, Collector's Edition is just a wrap over, so I haven't looked at what's included. Maybe the Collector's Edition had more expansions or something in it. I haven't looked yet, so yeah. Collector's Edition comic book, Collector's lapel pin, and Collector's CD. Let's take a look real quick, because I don't know that many of these are complete, but if it is in here, it'd be pretty cool. Fortunately not, there's no lapel pin. It is just the manual and the CD, and that's kind of what I found so far in this lot. A lot of things were missing. I think the person who actually had them before, the lady I think was just the caretaker, just took a lot of stuff out, which I'm guilty of doing as well, but she did not, or he did not return a lot of the stuff to the boxes, so a lot of it is missing, so that's the last thing that was in his box. It's empty now. However, after I met with that the old lady and got all the boxes and the games and everything, then I realized, well, there was more stuff there, and then I got a chance to pick through everything. So I actually messaged her again the next day and just say, hey, can I just come by and take another look? Do you have anything else? And as everyone knows, it's always worth asking, right? And sure enough, she had a lot more games, so I managed to grab a whole more than was in that original lot. So I have another stack. We'll go through that right now. A lot of these games I honestly don't even recognize or know what they are. So CIA Operation Solo Mission. It sounds like a pretty early 2000 action shooter game. Super exciting. I have no idea, but we'll check it out. We have Requiem, Avenging Angel. I remember seeing ads for this, so it's actually pretty cool to have the box. I believe you can possess people and everything. It's pretty cool. Well, it's kind of like when a lot of the shooters in the early 2000s started getting more, when you got to have different mechanics. I think this one added that, so you can possess other monsters, I think, and do different things. So I'll check it out. I'm pretty excited about that one too. Now here's one that I did not think I was going to find. This is Afterlife. Now we're talking an older game. This is a LucasArts strategy game where you're designing heaven and hell. It's kind of like a city management sim game. Considering the age, the box is in pretty good condition, but again, it's been stored in the basement, so I'm sure the camera's going to pick up the quality here that well, but it's pretty dirty, but it's got everything in here, I think so. I'll have to check it, but it may be missing a manual or something, but this is pretty hard to find, and the box is kind of reversible in the sense that it has Afterlife always pointed right way up. Because it's folded in the middle, it has a little bit of a crease here, but this one I felt like I was not expecting to find this one, so it's probably maybe the best gem in this this stash so far. And we're getting a little different here. This isn't necessarily a big box, this is an Amiga game. Some of them came on this kind of like LP case, if you will. I have a few of these. So this is an Amiga floppy game, so, you know, big box, but hey, it was there. Next one is X Beyond the Frontier. I believe this is a spacefaring trade 'em up kind of game, like Privateer 2 or Elite. Didn't play this when it came out. I played X3, I think. You know, I love those old games. I used to play Frontier or Elite 2 a lot on the Amiga. So this one, you know, kind of similar to what I like, so I'll check it out as well. Next, we have a classic in the truest sense of the word, Unreal Tournament. I don't think I necessarily need to explain this game. A fantastic, you know, deathmatch shooter with a whole bunch of different modes. I have the Game of the Year edition, but not the original blue box release that came, the first release, I believe. It's got old tears and everything, but again, it's just such a nice box. A nice one of these guys again. Just phenomenal game. Really happy to have this one in the collection. Next we go to a bit of a spin-off, and now the boxes are getting a little squished. Some of these boxes were like, I'm not sure, but the price was right for the bundle, so I can't really argue too much. I'll try and iron these to make them flatter, and hopefully they'll you know, come on nicer than they are now. This is Gunman Chronicles, kind of like a extended version of Half-Life. You know, they used the Half-Life engine. A lot of companies were trying to use it, and it's kind of like a Western space shooter thing. I played a demo of it when it came out, so can't wait to play this one as well. There's another game that I certainly played a demo of, Aquanox. The box is in really good shape, this guy. Also, again, got that fantastic fold-out. One of the earlier 3DFX games, or not earlier, I shouldn't say, but it's like it uses all the color lighting, all that cool stuff. It's a underwater flight sim, almost. Trading, things like that. We're looking forward to play this one. I haven't played this one since the demo came out, like, you know, however long ago that was. So that one's going to be really exciting to check out. Now we're getting to the boxes that are certainly not in very good condition. This is Independence War, the Starship Simulator. I remember reading about this one. I don't know that much about it, unfortunately. The inner cardboard is missing, so it's in pretty bad shape, but I mean, again, the price was right for the bundle, so I can argue taking just a couple more boxes. Looks like a space shooter. I think it is probably one of those trading games and everything. You switch around seats. It looks like you can take the control of your ship as captain, gunner, pilot, or engineer. So it sounds exciting. So we'll check it out. On the same vein, we have the Independence War Deluxe Edition, and this one's pretty malformed. Again, I'm hoping to fix a lot of these boxes. You know, a lot of them just need to be ironed, glued, compressed, things like that. Unfortunately, the person who had these didn't seem to take much care of them. They're pretty smushed, a lot of them, and they do have a piquant odor, have been stored for a long time, most likely, so. And we have Crimson Skies, an action shooter, or flight sim shooter. I shouldn't say flight sim, it's more of an action-based game. And a lot of these boxes are open at the bottom, so they're kind of falling out. Again, missing manuals, things like that. A lot of these are missing some components in there. But, I mean, when a bundle like this comes up, you can't really just like, well, I'm just going to get certain ones. Well, I did that on the first trip, but then on the second trip, like, you know, a lot of these boxes may not come around again, especially locally. Piecemeal them on eBay, it takes forever and it's expensive, of course. So, Crimson Sky is another flight sim action shooter, so check that out. Then we have, yeah, because it's open here. Let's see. This is Hard War, which I believe is kind of like a flying in a city, futuristic, shooting things, collecting money. The future is greedy is the tagline on this one. So I remember reading ads about this one and seeing what looked like a cool 3D demo showcase. So we'll check this one out and see what it plays like. Next one, the box was really good shape, but I really don't know anything about this. I'm not much of a horror game collector or anything. So Nocturne, again, it was part of the bundle, so looks like a typical survival horror game. So then we have Crime Cities. Looks like a vehicular or flying car alternate 50, something like that. Flying car shoot 'em up. So I vaguely remember seeing this one in magazine ads, so I'll check it out and see what it's about. Next came the one that almost made me a little heartbroken. So I've been looking for this for a long time. This is System Shock 2, a legendary game. I played this one all the way through. I did not have the box. Fortunately, the box could be in better shape. It's been torn, it has a crease, it's been smushed, it's missing a flap, it won't close properly, so I'm hoping that just a little refurb on this one will make it at least in a stroke condition. And also, all these games, I'm touching them, my hands are dusty and I don't even know what's on these things because, again, they're in the basement, so probably need to wipe all of them down. Who knows what kind of funky germs are on these by now, so I'll wash my hands, don't worry. But yeah, I'm super excited about System Shock 2 because I was looking for that one, so I'll have to check if the box is complete. I haven't checked all of them yet to see if they were complete or not, but again, for the price, this thing is like, I'm not going to be that picky because I got all these games and boxes for pretty cheap, so I can't really complain that much. So we have a game called Terminus, an epic space combat RPG. I've never heard of it, I have no clue, I've never seen an ad for it, it has no cardboard in here. It's just a CD, and that's it. So, we'll check it out and see what it's about. So, the last one I have is Wing Commander Prophecy, the legendary Chris Roberts series of games with Mark Hamill in the leading role. Flight sim, played them a little bit, but certainly not these later ones, the 3, 4, and 5, which utilized, full motion video like crazy, and they tried to make an interactive movie. The ultimate sci-fi combat simulations. There you have it. But, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about these games, so I can't wait to actually finally check them out, so it's going to be pretty exciting. There you have it. I have washed my hands. I feel a lot better already, because, yeah, a lot of these boxes have been stored in odd conditions, so, yeah, I don't really know what's on them. So, anyway, thanks a lot for listening to my rambling. I just got really excited when I find lots like this locally. It's getting harder and harder to come by because I find a lot of people probably are scooping them up and reselling them, things like that. And of course, I like collecting them. I don't really care the monetary value on any given game. It's just exciting to have them, especially the games I had as a kid or saw in ads. I couldn't afford them at the time or anything like that. It's just slowly building a collection. So when lots like that come up, it is pretty exciting, and just kind of rifle through and see what people have, basically. And often they're just getting rid of stuff and they don't care, and they want it to go to someone who will appreciate it, which was the case here. This lady was really excited to get into someone who would appreciate them, which I obviously will. So, but I'm going to go ahead and clean all of them up and get them in a nicer condition where I can, see what's missing, if I need to complete anything, but I'm not that picky that they're complete. So, but thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and I appreciate you hanging out. Stay classy, YouTube.